Okay, you should be seeing something very familiar if you completed your project from last week and followed the instructions from this week's lesson. So basically what I've done is copy and pasted my yields I figured out last week onto this new document called Calculate the Value. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to add new data to this table based on some of the stuff we already found. So I need to insert rows below each of the rows we figured out last week. Okay, so I'm just doing a clicking into the row that has poundage, right click, insert row below. Okay. So I mentioned this in the instructions also, and I'm going to show you here. What I recommend first is to figure out how much money you're going to make from these crops. Start with this table from Butcher's Farm Market. These are going to be very accurate depending on our region, and it's also just much easier to read than the research you might have to do for some of these other vegetables. My first vegetable up here is carrots, and according to average yields, I should grow about 1.5 pounds carrots per square foot. I'm going to go 1.5 for my 1.5 pound value multiplied by the price that someone would pay for a pound of carrots. So I'll scroll down to Stacy's thing and it says 99 cents a pound. Don't forget to put your decimal. You don't want this to accidentally be $99. So 1.5 times 0.99 equals. And that's going to give us the amount of money or the value of our carrot crop. Okay. I'm going to keep moving over so I can just do this whole row at once. And I do expect you to be showing your work like I am. I don't care if you use a calculator. I just want you to practice the multiplication. Sorry for the dog. Okay, so 1.5 pounds of sweet potatoes times, what is the price of sweet potatoes? Stacy sells them for $1.29 a pound. Okay, so 1.5 times $1.29 space equals space. And hot peppers, where did I find this? I actually used a different website for this one. Okay, so some of the things will not be on Stacy's price list because they're just not in season yet. So the second resource here is called Produce Market Guide. This is a really cool website that lets you look at economic trends based on what other companies and farmers have sold their crops for. So it's all in alphabetical order, and I'm looking up peppers, and we got multiple different types of peppers. There's bell peppers, chili peppers. Let's say chili peppers. Okay, yes. The hot stuff. Most of the vegetables you look at on this website should have a little section down here called trending. And this is just telling you market trends over the past few years. So in 2016, hot peppers were selling for about $1.70 a pound. 2017, they were selling for $1.71 a pound. So what year are we in now? 18, 19, 20. So let's round that up to $1.75. I'm going to call this $1.75 is what they might sell for this summer per pound. Back here, up here, so a quarter pound, also known as 0.25 times, what do we say, $1.75 equals how much money we will make from that crop in that square foot. Okay, summer squash, I have 2 pounds, so I'm going to start this problem off with 2 multiplied by the price of a summer squash. Let's see, she has her squash here, also known as squash, $1.49 a pound. So 2 times $1.49. Space, space. All right. Now I need to calculate all these totals. I'm totally not using a calculator. I'm just doing this in my head. You can't prove anything. So 1.5 times 0.99 equals 1.485. I'm going to round that up to 1.49 because money only goes to the tenths place. All right, $1.49 for that crop. Okay, I'm gonna go to my enter sign. Enter $1, pound and a half, 1.5 times 1.29 equals 1.935. Since it ends in a 5, I'm going to round up to 194. I'm not going to forget to put my dollar sign. Next one, 0.25 pounds times $1.75 equals 0.4375. I'm going to round that to, I'm going to start with my 7, and I'm going to round that up to 44 cents because I want to make some money. Okay, and
It's
last
15
one.
hours.
2 times 1.49 equals 298. All right. Notice a lot of her prices end with 9. It's a common marketing trick. You think you're getting it for less than $1, but really it's a penny less than $1. So even here, I could round that to 3, but I would rather keep it at 298 as a producer because that's going to make my customer think it's cheaper than it actually is. Okay. So last thing I want to do, and it looks like my font is already red. I like your answers to be in red so I can see them easier. I'm going to add up all those totals. So 149 plus 194 plus 0.44 plus 2.98 equals 6.85. I will get $6.85 from this single row. So that is 4 square feet of vegetables. I'll get $6.85. So over $1 a square foot. It's not bad. Notice that also your prices will roughly be pretty close to your total pounds because a lot of things are about 99 to $1.50 a pound. All right, so all you're going to do then is continue on through your table. If you find something that, so I was looking up earlier, where's it at? Cherry tomato. I was not easily finding how much cherry tomatoes cost. Actually, I did realize later it was in Stacy's price sheet. But so Stacy is not selling melon or pumpkins right now. I was having a hard time also finding the average price for a pumpkin. Here's a quick thing you can do instead. Take out your pumpkin and just substitute it with something that she sells instead. Maybe I just want to do another crop of carrots. I can just turn that into carrot. And by picking something that I already planted earlier, I can just copy and paste that number. So it'll give me 1.5 pounds of carrots. I am going to figure out that price of pumpkins though, because I persevere in my problem solving. I think that is about all I needed to cover. So we went through, there's one more thing. So we went through how to use Stacy's table to find some of the basic vegetables. Then we visited this produce market website where you will also find a lot of prices. Lastly, I noticed a lot of you girls planted herbs. I was not expecting that, but it makes sense. You want your food to taste good. Herbs are a little bit different in their price. You will find all your common herbs here too. So oregano goes for $8 for a 1/2 pound. And from what I was seeing, maybe we can swap out that pumpkin with oregano. Most herbs, you'll get 1/4 to a 1/2 pound. I'm gonna say I have some like really beefy oregano. So I got a 1/2 pound. And you will just continue on row by row until you get all of your totals. And then insert a row below. Total value. You will enter your total value down below. Okay, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me a message on Hangouts. I can invite you into one of my lessons and maybe we can walk through it together. Okay, thanks.